Tonight on the North American Friends Movie Club.
Downy Roberts.
Judicious Laws.
And Harry Jerry's.
We watched the 2011 period mystery action film Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows.
So pack a pipe of movie tobacco.
And pour a tall glass of movie-brandy.
Because we're the Napoleons of crimes of podcasts.
And this show is our internal monologue before we get in a fight.
Step 1, catch the attention. Step 2, tease the eardrums. Step 3, roll the intro.
This is what it sounds like when we do a podcast. We're currently doing one. This is the North American Friends Movie Club, and you might notice something about the name of our show. And that's Friends comes before Movie Club. Because it's simply more important to us. It's the most important thing in the whole world, in fact. So I gotta ask my two Dr. Watsons. That's right. Some Sherlock's only got one, but I got two Dr. Watsons.
Oh.
How we do it?
Before we start, I want to just call out that I'm probably going to chastise Brent about his microphone placement and his sound because he is not where he normally is. So, Brent, I want to pre-apologize to you for kind of mothering you auditorily.
I want to get ahead of it and say we didn't even start the show yet, and this is noontime devil behavior.
I don't like you.
End.
Oh, I was waiting for you to finish the sentence.
That's it. That's it. I don't like you.
I was waiting for I don't like when. No, okay, cool.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Missed you guys. It's been a
while.
minute.
Yeah. Tell us all about the lovely island.
Yes, I was in beautiful St. Croix, which is the most eastern part of the United States. I was more east than I was exactly as east as Brent lives. I checked. I was closer to Venezuela than America. And it was gorgeous. The water was very blue. Beautiful place we stayed at. Delicious food. Way too expensive. Everything is very expensive. And so that sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's the price to pay for paradise.
If you want to go to paradise, the white sandy shores of paradise, yeah, it's kind of expensive.
You guys vacation though. Like I was on my hands and knees using the wet vac, sucking up some water that came in due to a rainstorm that after the snowstorm we had, and I was just seeing pictures of Kate on a boat with a guide in the blue, and it was just beautiful.
That was Captain Bob. I really liked Captain Bob. Imagine like your job is that. So like he has 2 kids and a girlfriend and they live in St. Croix and he charters really wealthy men's boats. Like he drives their boats and it just seems like a real nice job.
Yeah, I could get behind that life. I for sure could get behind boat life.
It's the
How
only
does one
time
go about doing that?
Well, 2 things. First of all, you have to have a ponytail when you're 36. So Nate's already there.
Nate's there. Okay.
He grew up in Virginia on the Chesapeake Bay. So he was already used to like sailing in boats. Like he was.
I live on an
I
island.
think
yeah, but you're
just
not.
make a decision. You make a decision that like that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I think one of the big parts is you just have to stay there. Like if you go to St. Croix and then you just stay there, eventually someone's going to be like, will you drive this boat for me? You go, sure, fucking for sure.
So the people that rented the boat or chartered it the weekend before us, and we only had it for like 4 hours. It was a Real Housewife of Atlanta. She chartered the boat to go to Buck Island to take some photos. And the crew member, her name was Haley, was saying that there's a family of dolphins that lives off the off the island, and Haley was really excited and like wanted to show them these cool dolphins that you don't always get to see. And they had no interest in the dolphins. They were more interested in their content creation. So
more like Fuck Island when I'm there.
What's it called? What's the actual name?
Cool.
I forgot. Been so long. Fuck. Okay. No, that's good. That's good.
I sat on that for a good minute.
It was a while, but it was long enough that I forgot. So
yeah, I was like, oh, come on, Kate, wrap it up.
Let me tell you what's been happening. What's happening?
Okay, what's happening?
So had some good conversations with family while we were all together, and I found out that my sister Jamie had taken me to the hospital in 2004 when I was really depressed, and I don't remember that at all.
Don't remember a thing.
No, and that is remarkable because I remember things. Like you remember like going to the hospital, especially like
that's a big one.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
I don't remember that.
Just blocked it out.
Did you have a bonk on the head? Did you have a little bonk?
No, I was just so depressed.
It was an internal bonk. It was an internal bonk on the head.
Internal bonk. Emotional bonk.
Emotional bonk. Yes. So just shout out to Jamie. And then shout out to Ted, because Ted was supporting Jamie while Jamie was supporting me. And this was before they got married.
Ted's a stud.
And this is the problem. This is the problem with things, though. Who was supporting Ted?
That's a good question.
Well, Ted probably doesn't. Well, I know this for a fact. Ted doesn't let people support him. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's classic Ted.
Man of my own heart.
That's what I say. Classic Ted. Yep. But what if, let's say, before we move on from that, what if Jamie is just joked around when she said it, and when she saw your reaction that you don't remember, she just went with it, and now she looks really good.
I would be shocked if Jamie were to do such a thing.
Well,
I would too, but that would be kind of a hurtful bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Like
still a good bit.
Convinced your sister that you love that she was
so
insane.
Suicidal, Kate. I took you to the hospital.
They gave you socks with grips on them.
Like, I seriously don't, like, I remember taking myself to the hospital like 6 months later, but I don't remember this one. And this is a hospital like I go to, or, just for stuff. Like, it's so weird. It's weird to not, and for it not to be related. Like, I wasn't drinking. It wasn't like I just like totally gets just out. Okay. So Juliet, this is hilarious. Juliet woke up one day and was like, oh my God, it's May's birthday, and texted her best friend May, happy birthday. But it was not May's birthday. She just Juliet saw her battery level and thought that was the day. And so she knew that the 18th or whatever it was. God bless my little girl. She saw the battery level and thought it was the date.
Yeah, she's like, oh gosh, where's time going? It's March 88th already.
May was like, it's not my birthday. And Jules was so confused. She was like, oh my God, I looked at the battery level.
I respect Jules so much, because it's like having a little female version of me running out there, and she's all about the bits, and I love it, and I relate to her so much. That's cool for, how old is she? 10? 9? 10?
She's 11.
11? It's cool for an 11-year-old to relate with a 43-year-old, but it's not so cool that a 43-year-old relates with 11.
There you go. Yeah, no, I think it's cooler for you to relate to the 11-year-old.
Okay, because that's good looking at the battery.
You're young at heart.
It means he's among the very young at heart.
Well,
I listened to the podcast on the beach. That was very cool. Listened to 7 while I was on the beach, which is where you should do it. The 7 is a dark episode.
Yeah. I laughed because I pictured when the episode came out, I'm like, Kate's listened to this in the crystal blue, clear waters of St. Croix with the white sand, and her cool family surrounded by her. And
no, I went off by myself. I needed some like a solo time with no one around me. And so I went to this beach where there weren't a lot of people, and I had my headphones on. And so I was kind of like not wanting to get in the water, obviously, because I didn't want my accidentally fall. And like the ocean is really powerful, you guys.
I don't say it all the
it.
time.
Yeah.
No, I say it all the time. You got to respect the sea.
You must respect the sea.
And if you don't, the sea will make you respect her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're but specks of dust compared to her.
You only visit the sea. You don't live in the sea.
We're only travelers through
We're
the
guests.
sea.
Merely
We're
guests.
Guess. Yep.
I quoted Delicate Dance when discussing travel baseball with Nick.
Yeah. Well,
I literally
it can be applied
said,
everywhere.
as Britt says, it's a delicate dance.
And
When I was
seductive.
A lot of
You
things.
forgot seductive, though.
Oh, well, that wouldn't have. I was talking about how good Cooper is at baseball. And so, like, he's in sixth grade. And it's like, it's a delicate dance between, like, in wanting to help him get better and then not also burning him out of the sport that he loves. So, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's a delicate dance.
It's a delicate dance between letting them throw curveballs and not letting them throw curveballs. That's just the way it is.
Question for you guys. Nick and I have figured this out already. I want to see what you guys have to say. What is the best dipping sauce for a penis? You're going to like.
Can't be spicy. Right away we take away all spicy sauces. That's not an option. So I'm thinking automatically my mind goes to Cool Ranches, warm honeys, not hot honeys.
You don't know. You don't want any dairy based.
Okay.
Honey mustard's right off the gate
Mustard
for me.
spicy?
No, honey mustard. That's
It's the
When I
honey.
give you the
distraction.
answer, you're going to be like, "Oh God, of course, that's the answer."
Okay, I want to make an
It's
official
plum
guess.
sauce?
Yeah, I want to make an official guess first. I'm going to say chocolate. Molten chocolate.
My official guess is going to be French dressing.
The answer is au jus.
Au jus. That's
Well, yeah.
great. That's great. Yeah. You guys
Did it
really
again.
did it.
She did it again.
You did it, guys.
Fucking big dog this again with the dip.
Big dog needs a
Big
jus.
dog is with the dip. That's right. Yeah.
Because
You're right.
Yeah.
you don't want something too thick. You don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're
Nothing too
100%
rich.
It runs
right.
off.
It's savory.
It doesn't
Yeah.
cling.
Exactly.
It runs off. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting the essence
I don't know
of
what
it.
this says about me, but I immediately got a craving to eat a beef dip when you said that. I'm like,
Well,
Oh,
that's why
beef
I was
slaps.
thinking of it. I have been so into roast beef the past month or two. I've been getting it. Dude,
I'm being so good.
rare shaved roast beef, French dip with the au jus sauce.
Oh, just
That's how
and
this came up.
Yeah.
That's how this came up.
throw a little Swiss cheese on there, and you've got a sandwich
Yeah,
from heaven.
caramelized onion.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I didn't think about caramelized onion.
Fuck Jesus.
Do you
yeah.
like roast beef, Brent?
I would say is probably my favorite of the meats.
Yep, that was when I was a meat boy. That I loved roast beef. Oh boy.
Yep. It
Meat
was
boy.
delicious. We call it roast beef. Yeah. Well, I guess that would just apply to both sexes, I guess, au jus.
Oh, certainly.
Sure.
Oh, yes. This
Yeah.
is, I think, any genitals.
Yeah.
I think this is the genital dipping sauce.
Dip a
Is
titty
au
in
jus.
some au jus. Fuck it, let's go.
Dip a titty in au jus.
Let's go.
The last thing is that I can never leave town because Nick just falls apart. He just can't. Life becomes untenable for him.
Did you know I almost texted Nick last week?
No,
I almost I had half the sentence typed out on the phone. How how's it getting along there, bud? But I got the how's it getting along, and I stopped. I was like, he doesn't want to hear from me.
He doesn't need a check-in.
he does.
No,
he does
Okay.
next
Turns
time.
out,
I
yeah, he
will.
does. Got to check in.
I'll just send him old baseball clips.
Please do. The boy needs support if I'm out of town. And we didn't realize this until hindsight. He was just kind of like some stuff piled up but really he was like, I think it's just like you were out of town.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, Nick, this is my promise to you. Next time Catherine hits the beaches, I'm going to send at least a 5-minute montage of Jeff Bagwell just hitting bombs.
Yeah, hell yeah. Stealing a couple bases? Why not?
Yeah. That goatee, he'll love it.
But that's what's been happening.
That's what happened.
What happened?
That's what happened.
You guys want to hear about my week?
I'd love to.
Yes.
Yeah. Basically, I'm a squatter in my own home. We are all pretty much moved out except for the major things like the appliances. But we're going to be nice people and let the appliances stay here. And
selling them.
No, we're just giving them. Yeah. So I've made the decision to stay here in the nighttime and like be here. And Melissa's like, why? I'm like, well, just because someone fucks with the house and then like we're fucked then if something happens. And she's like, okay. She knows better. She just lets me do my thing.
Yeah.
And eventually everyone's like, let's just go. Just go. It's silly. Someone threw an egg at my house the other night.
Oh my God.
So who comes off looking like a genius now?
How
would you defend from an egg throw, though? Are you standing outside that the egg's been thrown?
No, Kate. Egg is just testing the perimeter. That's like the velociraptor touching the fence to see if they can get away with it.
Yeah,
no.
They want to see what kind of waves of defense I have. So the egg. So 18 years here, never got hit with an egg. The week we move, hit with an egg. So I think, there's two theories that are floating around about this egg. Is either that I did it myself to make it look like
one of them that you did it.
Yeah. Or it's someone fucking with me because they know I'm being a squatter in my own home and just want to get me going.
Oh, I hope
that's
it's
the two main theories.
I hope it's Alex.
Yeah, it's a good bit. No, Alex wouldn't do that. That's a good bit, though, I think. I'm dealing with the egg.
Are you getting scared? I'm home, are you scared? Are you having fear?
Of?
The unknown. Being alone. Normally you have 18 people in your house with you. And you're all by yourself.
10 dogs.
Yeah. Where are your dogs?
That brings me... They're here sometimes. They spend the night with me sometimes, just so I don't go. I think Melissa sends me down so I don't go crazy. Because the other day, me and Melissa were having a conversation, and I realized I went 19 hours without opening my mouth. I didn't talk. I didn't say anything. I felt, and I told her there was at one point where I felt like I was Castaway. Like I felt like I was Tom Hanks, and that's when she started sending the dogs down. It's only been a week, so but I'm going to ride it out, I think. The egg thing really threw me. I won't lie about that.
Did you put the piss bucket away before you tried to sell the house?
Piss bucket's been put away for months.
Long time ago. Okay, give him some credit.
Yeah,
Come on. Give him some credit.
So I just been sticking to my regular routine. Cleaning, but there's not much to clean anymore.
But there's nothing to clean because you've cleaned it.
Yeah,
he's cleaning invisible objects.
It's gotten to that point now where I'm just cleaning stuff.
His sculpture collections that only exist in the air.
Exactly.
I've been working out, and I've been hitting the Bible really hard. I'm whipping through the Bible, and we're at the point now where we're on the Psalms. That's probably my least favorite part. I thought it was going to be my favorite part. I don't like it. There's no storytelling to it. It's just people's version. Well, let's talk about my man Job. You guys familiar with Job? Well, they call him Job in the Bible.
Okay.
Job.
Is it Job?
Yeah. It's Job.
I don't know if you guys are setting me up. Is this an egg? Is this an egg at the head situation?
This is a well-known character in the Bible. Job had a bunch of bad shit happen to him. Yeah. It's it's Job. But it is spelled Job. It is spelled Job.
Here's my version I'm listening to. Let's hear what he says.
Job 29.
It's not. It's Job.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard him.
I heard him too.
He's lying to you though.
I'm just going to say Job. So Job, he's a good guy, loves God, and then the devil comes, and then God's like, hey, see this new guy I got, like the all-star? His name's Job. He's amazing. And the devil's like, yeah, I can fuck him up. And the God's like, no, but go ahead, but just don't harm him. And the devil's like, cool. So the devil kills all his livestock and then kills all his family and then gives Job a bunch of painful sores. So the next 38 chapters are basically Job's friends telling Job that he's a piece of shit, and you're probably fucked up somewhere you don't remember. You sinned somewhere, you bastard. And it's this Job saying, no, I didn't, for 38 chapters. And then finally, at the 39th chapter or something like that, or 40, God's like, you know what? You did it. You didn't piss me off. You didn't go against me. You kept your faith. Here is 7 new kids, or 10 new kids, and here's all your animals back.
Wow.
Does he get a wife or just kids?
Just kids. He doesn't want, at that point, he doesn't need a wife.
Damn.
He has to take care of them.
Yeah, 10 kids, no wife?
Kids.
Damn. On trap ass motherfucker.
Noonday demon.
I think God is being a shitty employer. I feel like he's got an employee that's so good, but this is how you like fuck it up if you have an employee that's this good, is just relying on them for everything. Just put it on their shoulders. Just put it on their shoulders. That guy's going to walk. He's going to start working for the devil eventually if you don't fucking make with the bennies.
The better worker you are, the more work you get. That's a classic thing. I think this was set up by bosses years ago when they wrote the Bible. So let's put a little story about a guy named Job in here.
That's why you work right below. Always meet expectations. Mm-hmm. Don't ever exceed them. That's my one advice for kids entering the workforce. Don't you dare ever try to exceed the expectations.
What are the odds that we have this theory about he was such a good follower of Christ that he gave him more shit to have to deal with to be a better follower, and his name is Job.
And his name is, I mean, really, we're all around it, aren't we?
We're like a titty above the bowl of au jus. We're all around it. And so the name of the rose, the book I was reading, Nate, I talked about how he saw a boob and he went off on it for 3 chapters and fell in love with this woman. So little old Brent finished the book and watched the movie with Sean Connery and Christian Slater. And Christian Slater played Adso, the guy who saw the boob. And I was like, I wonder if they're going to show the boob in the movie. I was like, it's probably not. It's 86. It's like Christian Slater looks like he's a kid in this movie, and it's monkish. I'm like, they're probably not going to show the boob. Well, I was so wrong. It was the most hardcore scene I've seen on a feature film. You saw her boob. Then she just took the whole tunic off.
One boob? Or 2?
Because
when you say boob, I think one boob.
In the book boob. That's a good way to remember it.
Yeah, book boob is one boob.
Movie boob is double boob. But the movie, she took them both out, made him touch them, and it took the tunic off. It showed. Then she mounted him, and it showed everything. Like it showed everything.
Sex?
Yeah, they did. In the book, they only saw the boob. In the movie, they had hardcore sex. They did. I was so mad.
Did you clutch your pearls? Were you like, oh?
I don't want to. People say, oh, he's probably just doing this because he's on a podcast. I literally went like this, like, oh my God. And I shut it off.
Shut it off.
I turned it off.
I get like that sometimes.
I was mad because my boy, I call my boy Adso from Milk. That's where he's from. His name's Adso. I call my boy Adso, and I'm trying to protect him. I even saw his nakedness.
Frontal?
I was like, wow. You saw a sidle of dick. Sidle of dick.
There's only one.
What?
You didn't see a pair of dick?
No.
I wish there were 2. There should be 2. There's 2 boobs. There should be 2 penis.
You're right, Kate.
Listen, we get enough trouble with one. Could you imagine if we had 2?
That's true. You also have 2 testicles. I forget about the testes.
The testes are like the boobs of balls.
I want
and then you look like
2 penis, 4 testes.
Yeah.
No, you look like an alien at that point.
And I want the peni to be there 2 testes on top and 2 on bottom, and the peanut go through the middle like a
peanut
sandwich.
Like
no, it looks like the thing from the movie The Thing. Last thing I want to say is I'm going back to Job at this point. I forgot. I'm going back to Job. He spent 38 chapters getting told by his friends, his 3 buddies, that you must have sinned somewhere. You're a piece of shit and you must have fucked up somewhere. And he had enough at the end and said, if I did this and I did this and I did this and I did this. And his line that's basically summed it up for me was, if I did all this, may my wife grind another man's grain. That was the cincher. That's mic drop. That's the home run hit. And God's like, you know how they react in a rap battle? Like, ooh, that was God when he said that to his friends.
Yeah.
And like the angels were holding God back and God's like, oh. And that, like, may my wife grind another man's grain. And I was like, well, that you just won the whole thing, their Job. All right, and that was my week.
Does he get a reward?
Weekly
at least
report.
I need to wrap it. Oh yeah, he gets $10.
Yeah, he gets 7 sons, 3 daughters, and they were the most beautiful women in all the land, apparently. And he got like 5,000 oxen and a bunch of camels and shit. And bragging rights, really. Bragging rights from God. That's what.
Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind next time I'm going through trials and tribulations. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
The faith of Job. Yeah. Should have the faith of Job.
Be like Job. Get a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt. Be like Job.
Yeah, we've done better.
Well, I mean, you can't get much better than Job. Weekly report, Nate.
Would you like to hear the weekly report?
Sure would.
Worse.
Weekly report. Weekly report.
I'm just like I'm a champion of exercise and athletics. I've been just so dialed the fuck in. I worked in 1 rest day a week. Wednesdays are my rest day now because I have to edit the podcast and it was always super stressful. And that's like, that is important for me. I think exercising every day is kind of exhausting and boring. Yeah. And just having that rest day is like, okay, now I have a schedule. I do arms twice a week, legs twice a week, chest, back, and abs twice a week. And then 1 rest day every week. I'm so strong. And so here are the things that I experienced this week. I experienced squat rot, arm harm, chest unrest, and 2 new ones, back cramps and ab stabs. I had both back stabs and ab stabs. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of abdominal work.
About the back cracks. Yeah.
I experienced teeth grief when I flossed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I experienced teeth grief yesterday. I ate a Hershey almond bar and an almond hit my tooth wrong.
Ouch.
I experienced teeth grief by going like this while I was watching something, and then I felt it in my tooth. I felt that. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
And then I signed up right after that. I signed up for Canada's free dental plan for people who don't earn very much money, and I'm waiting to see if I have accepted. I can't wait to find out.
When's the last time you went to a dentist?
2019, before COVID.
That's not bad.
But I was really good before that. I went every 6 months before that for my entire life. So it's not, and I'm not in pain, but it's like, I should probably go.
Yeah.
Should probably go. We've been doing renovations all week. Busy. We did the whole kitchen floor. We replaced, so I should send you guys a picture.
Please.
Actually. So you can see how talented me and Andy are at installing floors. We were so good at it the whole time. We were just going, we're floor guys. Like every time we got one row completed, we just look at each other like, we're floor guys. Like we could easily do this. It's a vinyl plank floor.
And I'll say something. Every time you say me and Andy this or Andy and I always pretend that you're Woody from Toy Story.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yep. Turned out good. Still got to do the baseboards and stuff, but it's not moving. It's super. I before this, I calibrated the laser on my miter saw, and I got to tell you, when you're cutting with a calibrated laser, you can get cuts that would make Job cry. They're so good. They are when you get to the wall and you put in that last piece and it fits like perfectly snug against the wall, you just feel like an absolute king. You feel like a king.
Job would have many questions about your laser Midas saw other than the fit. Like, when you use electricity, he'd probably ask about that.
He'd think I was gone.
Brianna, your old roommates are jealous that you guys are doing all of this now?
Mm.
No, I don't think so. I told them, I was like, before they moved, I was like, several times I offered, I was like, we can do the kitchen, we can redo the floors, we can do all this stuff. And they're like, yeah, we'll get to it. But they were like, it's easier to buy a new house than to do all that work.
That's fair.
And Nate was just waiting to get rid of the kids, dragging him down and start putting his bachelor pad together.
That's why I'm going so hard, is because there's nobody to get in my way right now. I can I put the ladder in the kitchen and I work in the living room, and then I put the ladder in the living room. It doesn't matter. No one's going to walk under it and get bad luck. Nothing bad's going to happen. I also have a dance report. Would you guys like to hear a dance report?
Ooh, yes.
So I've been dancing a lot, quite a bit, because I always at least do 15 minutes after I work out for, what's that stuff called? Lactic acid. You can't have lactic acid build up in your muscles, so they usually make you run. But dancing is just a form of running, if you think about it.
More rhythmic version of it, for
rhythmic
sure.
running. But I haven't invented any new dance moves in a while. I cycle through my 10 different dance moves that I've invented and pioneered. But I have started hitting something called the Dracula, and it's taken over a little bit. And the Dracula is whenever there's like a song that drops a beat, like, the beat's going and then it stops for a beat and then the beat picks up again. If I can feel that beat stop about to happen, I just wait until the beat stops and then I hit then I kind of slide across the room, but try to keep my torso exactly this height and just go across the room like this. And once you start hitting Draculas, it's so hard to stop hitting Draculas, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Going hard.
It's
awesome.
It's really put me in a great mood. I'll be hitting Draculas later tonight. And then I have
this is related to dance. So I'm doing my group to help people heal from complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And our one of our homework for the week is that everybody has to dance to one song this week, because it's actually also somatic therapy, because a lot of times we just don't move our bodies. And so
it's good for your mental health.
And I said, I got a good buddy who probably needs to go to therapy, but he's doing well because he dances all the time.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Just dance the ghosts away. Dance the demons away.
Wiggle them out of your shoulders.
That's right.
I mean,
I do.
All of that somatic therapy, that's what they make you do in somatic therapy, is like wiggle your shoulders and scrunch and all that stuff.
Would you guys like to hear a kitchen report?
Yes.
Hitting the Dracula,
Okay.
of course.
Hitting Draculas. We've been eating super protein yogurt. This has been a great development. We just throw some, but then I've discovered a new kind of food, and it's called drinkable super protein yogurt. And that's when you take some yogurt and some protein and some milk and some berries, and you put it into a blender, and then you drink the super protein yogurt.
Also called smoothies?
No, I think you're confusing.
No,
I think you're confusing
Okay.
this right now. It's actually drinkable super protein yogurt. It's
Protein.
not.
Okay.
It's not a smoothie.
It's totally different than a smoothie.
It's drinkable super protein yogurt, which is
Protein
what I've been
yogurt.
To me,
drinking.
that sounds way easier to digest than the gritty yogurt.
Glug, 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 glug. Just goes right down.
Are you doing blueberries? What are you?
Frozen mixed berries. That's what I've been doing. I have a bag of frozen mixed. That's blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. I think those are the three mixed berries.
Some claim that frozen berries are better than fresh berries
Why is that?
because they're fresher, because they're flash frozen right away. So they don't lose their nutrients as berries that are bouncing around a plane, truck, train, multiple workers' hands, touching their bodies, break and then not washing their hands, and then touching the berries
Warming up
as
the
they
berries.
put them on the shelves.
I bet people didn't know they were going to get a nutrition report.
And a sanitary report.
Yep. And a labor report. And that's the weekly report. Thanks, guys.
So speaking of hitting Draculas and not creating shadows, we watched a movie that revolved around a game of shadows.
Wow.
This week, and
that
movie
impressive.
is.
We'll take
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, you did it.
I'm not quite positive if Dracula cast a shadow. Did he?
I doubt it. I
He
feel like
can't.
if a Dracula does, the shadow moves separately from the Dracula, so it doesn't even count as a shadow.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's canon. I think that's canon.
I specifically remember Dracula casting a shadow, but it does move on its own.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
It's
literally
my month.
a game of shadows.
Yeah. Is this shadow real or not? It's a game of shadows. It's my month, which is villain month. You got to bring your villains this month, and it's Nate's movie. Nate, tell people what movie we watched.
Well, we watched Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows with the villainous Professor Moriarty, and I would love it if Kate would tell us what happened in this movie.
Ooh, good luck, Kate.
This is a film of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. The beginning of the movie, Sherlock Holmes stops an explosion from happening. His previous love interest is murdered by Professor Moriarty. Sherlock Holmes figures out that Professor Moriarty is trying to corner all of he's trying to become a war profiteer and start World War I. And throughout the movie, we see Sherlock Holmes trying to stop Moriarty from different levels of his plan. Sherlock Holmes's only kind of soft spot is Dr. Watson and his new wife. And so we see that is a major theme throughout the movie. And at the end of the movie, Sherlock Holmes sacrifices himself to kill Professor Moriarty. But then at the very end, we see that he is alive. And that's as good as I could do.
Yeah. And it's very good, Kate, because I was thinking about the synopsis of this movie, and I was like, oh, Kate's going to have this. And I thought about it. This is probably one of the most complicated movies we watched.
So much thinking.
There's a lot of thinking, and there's a lot of same accents. And let's talk about all our favorite parts and accents of the Game of Shadows movie, starring Sherlock Holmes.
Let's talk about all our different favorite parts and
I'm
accents.
feeling so negative about what I just did.
Why?
I don't think you should. I think we just make a podcast and it just comes out the way that it comes out, much like a dance.
Yeah.
It's a delicate, seductive.
Other podcasts would take your synopsis and say, well, let's not use that one. Let's go through Wikipedia and let's edit it so we get it perfect and right. But that's not what people come here for.
I'm telling my friends what happened in the movie. And if you're
It's the North American Friends Movie Club. Yep.
Then you will receive it. Even if it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I'm going to start off by saying I liked this movie, but it's like, okay, so much fighting. Like, I would have liked a little less fighting.
Kate, my number one note coming out of this movie is too much pew pew, not enough clue clue.
Yes!
That's my review of this movie.
My number one note: too many guns. This is not how. This is Batman and Sherlock Holmes.
Too
They
much
don't
pew pew.
solve. They don't solve murders and mysteries with guns. You got to use your brain and gadgets. That's how I'm not watching Sherlock Holmes for guns. I'm coming to Sherlock Holmes for gadgets.
And I come from the school of like a very dry Sherlock Holmes.
No
I
gun.
mean, like,
Yeah.
this guy can't do a chin up. The Sherlock Holmes that
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Be
I
like
will
a
say,
Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, give me a Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes. Like, give me a skinny loser.
Whoa, Basil Rathbone catching strays.
Skinny loser.
I'm Googling him.
I think that's what's so interesting about this movie to me is that even though I think it's like a bastardization of Sherlock Holmes, it's like quite fun.
A bastardization. I think you're right, Nate. I think that's the perfect way to. It is so fun. It was released in America. Like it was meant to make a lot of money. I don't think it necessarily did. I don't know if it.
I think it was quite successful, actually. Yeah,
it was actually the 12th most.
They've been talking about it for ages, but they never could quite get it together.
I think because I think the downfall of modern cinema is the Avengers movies and that whole universe.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. spending a lot of time being Iron Man.
Yeah, being a dickhead. Everybody wants to see that. Jude Law was losing his hair at a clipping alarm during this period. He probably went to Turkey, got the hair transplant.
Without a doubt.
I think this is Jude Law. Like, I think this is Jude Law doing a great job. I have
a note that says I like a fun Jude Law.
Yeah.
I love a fun Jude Law.
Because this isn't what Watson is like at all. Like, Watson is not a party animal. He's not drinking. Watson is like somehow even drier than Sherlock Holmes. Watson is like, this Sherlock guy is crazy.
Is this written into Robert Downey Jr.'s contracts that he must play multiple and dress up as multiple races in a movie?
You guys, I was like, this is the same as Glenn Powell in that fucking movie that we watched.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is that, but for Robert Downey Jr. Like,
he dresses up as a Chinese man. In the first 7 seconds of this movie, he's in Chinese man.
First scene is him as Chinese man. I was hooting and hollering like a seal. I was like, this is going to be amazing.
He's maybe the only one who can get away with it right now. Like, we're all
played blackface.
Man.
That's what we were saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's one of my favorite roles of all time.
Well, I don't know if we should leave that in the podcast.
Oh,
you're allowed to.
When Al Pacino says, remember Al Pacino in that movie? He says, a dingo ate your baby, he's like,
the funny thing that's happening for me is I'll be like, we're allowed to praise the performance, but the minute Brent started doing an impression of the Holmes, I'll be like, no, we can't do that. We're not allowed to do that.
Leave it in. Just beep it out. That he was amazing in that. I think he is the only actor in Hollywood who gets the hall pass to play any race he wants.
He's been grandfathered in. He's the last one to get grandfathered in under the old licensing system.
He played multiple. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I really liked Sherlock's brother. I thought, what's his name?
Mycroft.
But
Stephen Fry plays him.
Yes.
What he did to Watson's wife is basically what Louis C.K. did.
Oh, it was totally inappropriate. I didn't like that part at all, and I didn't understand what the reason for that was. I couldn't for the life of me understand what that did for the story or for...
Are they trying to show that he's naked?
When he's naked and he's just walking around the house while Dr. Watson's wife is staying at his house?
That was weird.
And it's not sexual. It's almost like the best I could do in my mind was like, he's like so asexual and autistic that it doesn't even occur to him that she's a woman. He's just like at the steam room at his club is the same as at his house. Is like, that was the best I could do. But even that, I was like, nah, I don't like this at all.
There's no need. Like someone on the set should be like,
like, why are we doing this?
We know that's
what's the reason.
We know when we make him dress up as a Chinese man, we know this family's quirky.
Yeah.
And now, listen, I think of all the superpowers we get out there, like Superman can fly and all that bullshit, having things slow down in your brain to the point where you can dissect it and know what's going on and come up with your next step is probably my favorite superpower.
I think the reality is that's how they're portraying it, so we understand it, but really he's so fast at deducing. So it's not actually slow. It's just he's very fast at
So they're slowing it down for
us,
so
for
the babies can eat up. So the babies can eat up the slop. Yeah, like here, babies.
But that's why when he punches them in the balls, he goes scramble the eggs so that you understand. Like, you keep it simple for the babies.
Okay, because I thought
I like those parts though.
Oh, it's my favorite part. I need that to happen in life. If I would be unstoppable. If I could, well, Kate kind of ruined it. I need stuff to slow down for me.
Imagine if you did that in a street fight. Like you're about to, you're like, yeah, you want to fucking fight? You want to fucking fight? And you're like, scramble the eggs, salt and pepper, give it a twist of lemon, shake it in the shaker.
Saying, hold on. And you're like, I need to wait. I need everything to slow down for me first.
I bet that would
That's
help.
very funny.
I bet that would work in maybe like 40% of fights if you were just like, hold on. Stop.
Wait.
When I used to do jujitsu, I used to talk so much shit while we were rolling, and it would make the other person laugh, and it would literally be an advantage. Like if someone starts laughing while you are on their back like a koala, you get an opportunity. But I'd be like, oh, no, stop wiggling. Stay where you are. And then you're like, what are you doing?
I bet that works. I bet that works.
Yeah, 100%. Say that or say that, oh, your dick fell out, and that will give you a tactical advantage as well in the fight.
That would stop me in my tracks.
Yeah, because everyone's checking right away.
Yeah.
So I got confused a little bit because I watched this movie and I watched the new Peaky Blinders around the same time, and so it's about the same. Well, the new. Have you guys watched the new Peaky Blinders movie?
Don't spoil.
I love it. You'll love it. I cried like a baby.
I'm rewatching season 6.
You watched it, didn't you, Nate? The whole series?
I watched, though, I think I did the first 3, and then I fell off before the Tom Hardy season, but I've always been like, I'll go back and watch it. What happened when the lady died? I was like, fuck this show.
The sister?
I was like,
or the wife?
No, his wife. Yeah, his wife.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this. I can't be doing this to myself.
It was confusing for me because I am also someone who processes slowly some. It's both of these movies take place in England. This Sherlock Holmes, what year would have been before World War I? So this is like 1915. The new Peaky Blinders is like late 30s, early 40s. No, it was during the Second World War. So mid 40s. The gun, like there's so much of the same. It was the production design was very the same. I like the production design in the Sherlock Holmes movie. They both had a lot. They had gypsies. They both had gypsies.
Mm-hmm.
That was my note. Was I'm really into gypsies.
And I think that I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about gypsies.
Well, they're always portrayed as very sneaky and duplicitous. That's like kind of what that's the whole like lore.
Horse thieves.
Yeah. We've been doing it to them for hundreds of years. We're like, these sneaky guys are always going to steal your stuff.
Can I say, I want to spoil one part of the Peaky Blinders movie. It's
Go
not
ahead.
a big part. It's not a big
You
part.
can spoil
It's
it to
about
me.
horses.
You're talking too loud. You can say it, but don't spray it.
Okay, whisper.
I'm not listening.
There's a part where he gets in a gunfight with someone between some horses, and he will not shoot the horses. And the horses are Tommy won't. And the horses are so excited. And all it does is walk over to them and like they immediately calm down. And I was like, that's the hottest thing ever.
Tommy is a man. Okay, you're good.
Okay. It's just that Tommy is hot. He's a sexy guy.
It's about how hot and sexy Tommy is.
Tommy is good. I'm on season 6. I've already watched it, but I want to go in with the latest amount of knowledge. And it's the best show. I'm super here into gypsies because season 6 is gypsy heavy. Very gypsy heavy. This movie is gypsy heavy. I never see a blonde hair gypsy, which is, I think, a thing. And I think that's why I'm more attracted to brunettes. Because I really like gypsies. I'm into gypsies. I like the multiple layers of clothing they have.
Me too. Stevie Nicks, very Stevie Nicks.
Yeah. And can I just say, I'm getting a text.
The clangings of the jewelry?
No, okay. I don't like that. I like the curses, the cursing things and all that.
That scares me.
I want to talk. I just got a text, and I took a gamble earlier this episode where with the realtors. I'm in a group chat with our realtors and Melissa, and I took a gamble. They're waiting for the sun to come out to take pictures of the outside. And this has been 3 days, been waiting for the sun to come out. It comes, it goes, it comes and goes. And they're talking about what time they're going to come and all that. And I took a gamble and I posted a GIF of Wile E. Coyote with binoculars. And I said, this is you guys. And I know this is supposed to be a professional thing. And I'm like, this is either going to kill or Melissa's going to kill me.
And
I sent the GIF. There's proof of the GIF. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a laughing face with the water drip on the forehead, like laughing so hard I'm sweating. And he's like, yeah, that's just me standing by the window waiting. And I got a laugh react from Melissa. So you can't tell me shit.
Big dog.
Big dog, the entire real estate company. They know who they're dealing with now. Oh, I feel like Tommy Shelby pulling out the deal. Put it in the reggae horn. That's me.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, I'm big into gypsies. I think it's because the brown hair. You don't see a blonde gypsy. I'm big into that. Season 6, very heavy into gypsies. The boys just seem like a good time. Watson and Holmes. They just seem like a good hang. Like you'd have fun with them.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Nate.
I was just going to say, Watson is in this version of Watson. He's kind of a party animal. He's a fun dude to go and party with. He likes to drink. He likes to gamble. He's a war veteran, you know?
Can I do my impression of what Kate was going to say? I'll be Kate and say what she was going to say.
Yes.
I bet it'll make her upset.
Well, it's what she started the episode off telling me she didn't like me.
I don't remember that.
She said, I don't like you. And then we all laughed, remember? Here was Kate was going to say, I'll be Kate. I'll be Brent, and I'll switch to Kate. I'll say, This is me. This is Brent. The boys seem like a good time, like a good hang. Just have fun. And then Kate's like, I don't know. When I go out, I just want to like relax and like have a good time and like just forget about the week, have a drink. Like I don't need like guys throwing knives at me and people like fucking, I got to wear a different outfit. I got to change in the middle of it. It's just like, fucking men.
I was going to talk about, we're not far off. I was going to talk about how stressful it would be to hang out with Sherlock because you don't ever know what the fuck this guy's doing.
He's dressed up as a wall one episode. Yeah. One episode or one scene, he's dressed up as a wall. Picture having that as a friend.
And he's so excited that he can blend in. Like,
yeah.
That's a very funny bit. Sherlock wearing clothes that makes him blend into the walls is a very
shoot
funny
blow
bit.
darts at your friend.
He is the stereotypical, like, this is like what it's like having a friend on the spectrum. Mm-hmm. Like, he's a savant.
This note right here says Nate is the Timu Sherlock Holmes.
I will take that. I would take that any day of the week. I would take any of what's it called when you water something down?
Yeah.
Like any version of a watered down.
Sherlock.
Any poor man Sherlock. He's my guy. He's my dude. He uses his brain to solve crimes. All he does.
I was watching this and thinking that is to a lesser. Nate is a lesser degree Sherlock, and Kate gives off big Watson vibes.
Kate would be if I had to choose a Watson. I would obviously choose Kate as my Watson. For sure.
I would be either the brother or the gypsy. Either one I'll take. I don't really mind.
You're definitely the gypsy.
Thank you. That's what I was kind of hoping you'd go with.
What was I just going to say? Oh, I was going to suggest to everyone listening, if you're looking for really fun things to read this summer, start reading the Sherlock Holmes short stories.
So good.
And they're not very long, but they're long enough to like get into them. And there's so many of them, and they're all good. They're all good.
They are so fun, and especially fun because they're all from Watson's perspective, and he's always just like, this Sherlock guy, he's so fucking smart, man. He's so fucking cool. It's like a dude hyping up his number one bro. It's so good.
What was I going to say?
We haven't talked about Jerry Harry at all, and I feel like we should at least touch. we should touch on how great and villainous he is, and how his voice is. He does so much good stuff with his voice in this movie, where you're just like, he's like seductive, but evil and brilliant. And he sings some opera at one point. He just throws that out there while he's torturing Sherlock. He's singing about being a trout in German. Like, what a guy. Yeah, what a dude.
That's why I changed my name. Like, that's the evil shit.
And he is in the open. He is not a villain that has a secret lair or is hiding who he is. He's doing everything in the open. I think that makes him even more villainous.
They even report him. They're like, Sherlock sends a telegram. He's like, this guy's evil. He's going to do evil shit. And even when everybody knows that someone said that, they're like, yeah, but he's our boy. Like,
it's
I think
literally
he'll be okay.
Donald Trump, but like smart.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
could you imagine how fucked we would all be if Donald Trump was smart? Oh, one of the greatest like strokes of luck in our life is that Donald Trump is so fucking stupid that he has no idea what he could actually do if he decided he wanted to do.
He is moved by emotion. We are very fortunate that he can be persuaded through.
We can distract him. If we ever need to distract him, we just write a bunch of newspaper articles like Donald Trump can't do a sit-up.
That is what I posted on Blue Sky this weekend. I was like, he went to Graceland. Let's keep him going to the places in America, like wax museums and the biggest ball of yarn. Like, let's give him parades and like just keep him busy. Like,
give him a little fake office with a fake phone, and like when he picks it up, it calls Tom Brady. He's like,
exactly. You know? Give him the two pictures, and he has to find the differences. Anyway,
yeah.
Meanwhile, Moriarty is like, here's the thing. You don't think Moriarty would have looked at his little red book before then? You know, okay, so Sherlock steals his red book that has all of his stuff in it. And then like 2 days later, or how long was that? That was like a significant period of time, I felt like.
Certainly days later. Let's say at least 2 days later. And Moriarty didn't even look at his book of crimes even one time.
And maybe that's because he just knows his crimes so well. Like,
he's definitely memorized them, because, you know, when him and Sherlock are playing chess and then like halfway through they stop moving the pieces and they just start going bishop to bishop 8, and they're doing it in their brains.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you got to say like it's pretty smart. It's pretty smart guy.
That is impressive.
I also really like the Bugs Bunny-ness of stealing a guy's secret crime book and replacing it with a different crime book that you've drawn a little cartoon inside of. Like, that's very Bugs Bunny and good.
It's very, but yeah. It's big. He just gives off big single guy vibes. Like, you know, he has a lot of time. No, Sherlock.
Yeah. He has time for his pursuits, certainly.
Yeah. Kills the dog and then brings the dog back to life. That's good. And I have Ride the Rails. I would absolutely love to ride the rails with you guys.
Oh, I'd love a train trip. Love a train trip.
Old school, running down the rails, helping each other up into the boxcar. We're not supposed to be there. We're eating beans out of the can over the fire that we start.
Ooh, hobo stuff. Yeah, Kate wouldn't like it, but me and you, we could have a good fun
I'd be
hobo
fine
trip.
For like a day. I'd be fine.
Can I do my impression of Kate when you open up the can of beans on the fire? Like, okay, I get that we have to have beans. Like, I get the whole, you know, the hobo style of it all, and that's kind of mood we're in. But like, the dinner cart's like 3 carts away. Like, one of you guys just go down and get something and bring it back.
Kate pulls a little sandwich out, takes a bite.
Exactly.
Little cucumber sandwich.
100%. Or I have crackers with my beans, but you guys aren't eating the crackers with it because that's just not what hobos do.
Hobo stuff. Yeah.
And like, we literally have a room with a shower, and you two are refusing to shower because that's not what hobos do.
We got soot on our face.
I spend all my days looking for a fishbone with the X in the eye.
We should do that. Maybe that's when we meet. That's when we finally meet on a train. We take a little train trip.
Do a little hobo.
I'll run as
cosplay.
best as I can. I don't know if I'll make the train into the boxcar, but I'll try.
Do they have a train across Canada? Could we take a train from Nova Scotia to Edmonton?
They do. It's shockingly expensive because every year I look thinking maybe this will be the year, and every year I'm like, nope, not this year.
How much it would be.
I love when we pick movies and it's a Nate movie and it's train dominant. I love that.
That just happened.
Yeah, the multiple train scenes. Are we at a notes? Do we have a quiz?
We should probably do the Sherlock 7, I think.
Oh,
let's do it.
At the beginning of the movie, Sherlock Holmes is forced to fight with several of Rachel McAdams's goons. How many goons does Rachel McAdams have? 3 goons, 4 goons, 5 goons, or 6 goons? And we will start with Kate this week.
5 goons.
4 goons.
There's one of you is correct, and that one is Brent. It was 4.
I knew it.
So
I was going to say 4.
Gone forever.
I watched that scene. I'm like, these guys are going to be a question.
I thought for sure Rachel McAdams was going to come back too. So that's
there must have been something, like she must have been filming something else. I can't imagine that they would have just like killed her character, like bring her back just to die. I feel like she couldn't film it or something. There must be some story behind it.
Yeah.
During Watson's bachelor party, Sherlock Holmes visits a tarot card reader. I will now name 3 fake tarot cards and 1 real one. Which one is the real tarot card? The Crone, the Dreamer, the Magician, or the King of Skeletons?
Which one's the real one?
Yep, which one's the real one?
Can you repeat the first 3, please?
The Crone. You don't want the 4th one?
The King of Skeletons? No.
Let's not write off too fast now.
I feel like Skeleton Key.
You could not. If we were in like a situation where it was like 3 Nates and I had to shoot 2 of them, and you had to prove to me that you were the real Nate, you just say the King of Skeletons. That's okay. That shoots the other 2.
The Crone, the Dreamer, the Magician, or the King of Skeletons?
The Dreamer.
I think it's the Magician.
Catherine, you're correct. The Magician is a real card.
What do you even do it? It's so much fortune. What would he even be involved with? That would be my luck. I'd go and ask, like, what's the diagnosis on my foot gonna be? They pull the King of Skeletons.
Someone please draw a tarot card that says King of Skeletons. If you're a talented artist, please send us a draw.
Oh, that's gonna kill me. Okay.
When Sherlock meets Moriarty, he asks him to sign his book. What is the name of Moriarty's book? The Dynamics of an Asteroid, The Dynamics of a Comet, The Dynamics of a Meteor, or The Dynamics of a Meteorite?
It's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Asteroid?
I'm thinking he would have to say the dynamics of a meteorite.
Catherine is correct. It was the dynamics of an asteroid, and Catherine takes the lead. She's the Sherlock so far in this quiz.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha. When they meet the head of the anarchist group, he is drinking wine from the year of the revolution. What vintage is the wine? 1786, 1787, 1788, or 1789?
1789?
1786.
We have a tie game. Brent was correct. It was 1789.
Gone forever.
Okay. They find the sniper guy's cigarette butt after the explosion at the meeting when they went to go see Don Giovanni, and they were in the wrong place. And then they blow up the ambassador meeting, and the guy gets shot by the sniper. They go and see where the sniper shot his gun from, and they find his cigarette butt. What kind of tobacco does he smoke? Hirschsprung, Black Shag, Cavendish, or Latakia?
Cavendish.
Black Shag is definitely Skeleton King vibe. What was the first one?
Hirschsprung?
No. I want to say Cavendish, but that's... I'm going to say Latakia.
It was Hirschsprung with a touch of Teckle. It was, of course, Hirschsprung with a touch of Teckle. That's what Sherlock says.
What is Cavendish, though? That was a word from the show.
They're all tobaccos. I picked all real tobaccos.
Cavendish is
Very
a
smart
town
name.
in Prince Edward Island. It's a beach, and it hosts Canada's biggest country music festival every summer.
Lame.
Cavendish Country Music Festival?
Kidding.
No, it is lame. It is lame. Everyone goes there, and they come back, and they all want to be fucking cowboys, and think they're in Yellowstone, and buying ranches, and fucking getting pigs.
You guys
and
are on the island. It's island life up there, bitches.
I know.
It's basically
fishing
St.
rod.
Croix.
Exactly. Get a spear and go catch yourself some dinner.
Captain Bob, he had on 2 gold bracelets.
Yeah.
He had a dad bod. Like,
Yep.
That's what you guys need to lean into up in Nova Scotia.
How tanned was he?
How tan do you think, Nate?
I was hoping you'd say that.
Good
Kat.
God. As tan as a white man can get from Virginia.
Yeah, he got all the way. Maximum amount.
Perfect way to respond to
And
that.
his feet, that's how you know if somebody's like real, like his whole foot was, all of his feet were brown,
no sandal.
his toes were brown.
No sandal tan.
He was
no,
like,
those
there was a big
dogs
hike we could go at Buck Island. He was like, well, I didn't bring my sandals. I can just do it barefoot. I've done it before.
Sure.
If they want to go.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
When the Germans are shooting at Sherlock, they bring out a special gun that they have a special little name for. What is the name of the gun? Little Gunther, Little Hansel, Little Ludwig, or Little Ulrich?
Fuck, man. Little Ludwig.
Little Hansel.
Kate is correct. They bring out Little Hansel.
You
I
put
thought
a
it was so
little
lame. That's why I
Hansel.
remembered it.
Kate has the lead. The score is 3-2-1. I've been eliminated. Now it's Brent has a chance to tie on this last question.
Yep.
What is the move that Sherlock hits to win the final chess game? Bishop to bishop 8, bishop to rook 3, king to rook 2, or rook to bishop 4?
Who is it?
You.
Bishop to bishop 8.
Was king to rook 4 one?
King to rook 2 was one.
Yeah. King to rook 2.
Well, when it comes to chess and when it comes to being a detective, there's only one name in the business on this podcast, and that's K-A-T-T-E-E. Exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
Underline.
Underline. Champion. You
I'm
got
on a
me.
It feels
streak.
good to be back on top.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That's what Captain Bob said.
Oh.
That's what I
Great
did
work.
to the monk.
I give you a gold.
Oh boy, that's so.
There you go. I give
You
you a
saw
gold medal
one
for that
today.
joke and for winning the quiz. Would you guys like to hand out some other medals?
Yes.
Bronze for
Ajou
me.
for all.
Ajou for all. I'm going to give my bronze medal to Judith Law. Judith Law,
Judy.
little Judy Law, Judy Lawyer. He's great. He's a great actor, actually. He's been in a lot of really wonderful things. He's done a lot of really good character stuff. Like, he's in that movie Contagion, and he plays like a conspiracy theory guy with fucked up teeth. That's one role that I think a lot of people forget, but he was great in that. I just think Jude Law is a great actor, and he's perfect for this movie. It's a bastardized Dr. Watson, but for who this character is, he's great. Bronze medal.
My bronze. Go ahead, Kathan.
No, Brent, please.
Oh.
Losers first.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Shake out the trauma. Shimmy the trauma out.
Hit the Dracula. My bronze is going to Noomi Rapace. I think that's how you pronounce it. She plays Madame Simba. She's the gypsy that stole our hearts in this movie. Hung with the boys the entire movie. She was throwing some kicks, throwing some knives, doing gypsy stuff, putting curses on people. And did she put a curse on me?
Ooh.
Mine,
I'm tied. I'm tied for bronze between Jerry Harry and Kelly Riley. I love Kelly Riley from what's it called? God, the show. Oh my God.
Is she in the Yellowstone or whatever?
Yes, she's in Yellowstone. I love her in Yellowstone. And Jerry Harry, I mean, you're right. His voice is just spectacular. Just really good. And I'd like to see more of him. I'd like to see more of both of them. Beth Dutton, that's her name. Beth
Dutton. And
Beth
if you think
and
about it,
Rue.
that's a very different character than this one. Like, she's quite prim and proper. And then in that one, she's like,
oh, she's a mess. Yes, she's a mess.
do you want to hear what school she went to? She's British.
I'd love to.
Her school was called Tolworth's Girls' School and Sixth Form.
Oh,
Cool.
my goodness.
Fucking British, man. They know how to do it.
They make everything sound fancy.
I know.
They really do.
It was probably just like a JUCO. Like,
Yeah, not a like
It's like
fucking
the worst school.
Villanova or something. Yeah.
I'm going to give my silver to Bobby Downey Jr., Bobby Downs, a great actor. He's very funny at several parts during this when he's like drinking the formaldehyde and he's always talking and under his breath and talking like very seriously. The accent is all over the place, but very fun guy.
My silver medal is probably the only time I'll get an opportunity to give this guy a silver medal. It's Paul Anderson, who played Sebastian Moran. He was his Moriarty's henchman, also known as Arthur Shelby.
What's that?
That was Arthur.
Tom.
That was Tommy's
I
brother.
didn't realize that.
Yeah, that was he was
Tommy.
Tommy, I'm on the junk.
He's
Tommy.
great in this. I like the line where he goes, "I've been to a few weddings at this place and a few funerals." Oh,
Yeah, he's
okay.
Guess his age.
Oh, he's got to be. I feel like he has a.
62.
Oh,
He's 48.
yeah.
What the fuck?
He lived life.
I'm
He
40.
lived life. He's lived life. Yeah, I'm giving it mostly because of Arthur Shelby, but we're not going to watch a Shelby movie, so he's getting it silver. He was very enjoyable and had a bigger role than I thought. Mr. Paul Anderson.
My silver goes to a man who's very beautiful, and his name is Judith Law. He's just a very, very pretty man. Great hair, even though he had to pay a lot of money for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we love to see him. We love to see him in this kind of role. So, Jude, you get it.
Gold medals. I'm giving my gold medal to Jerry Harry. I love him. I think he's like
smooch him.
So underrated as an actor, but I'm also very happy that he's been getting lots and lots of roles lately. He's great in Mad Men. He's great in Chernobyl.
Oh, I forgot he was in Mad Men.
He's so good in Mad Men.
Yeah,
he's good in Chernobyl. He's even has this appearance in this show called The Expanse, where he's really good, and then this TV show called Foundation, where he's really good. I just love him. I think he's great. And I just recently learned that his dad is a famous actor named Richard Harris, who I also have loved forever, and I never put two and two together that they're related, and it blew my mind like a month ago.
He was Dumbledore.
Yeah. And he's
before he died.
He plays he's in Unforgiven. I can't remember what his character's name is, but he's like this supposed to be this British gunslinger, but he's kind of a fraud in Unforgiven. He's so good in that movie. We'll probably watch that eventually because I love that movie. But yeah, that's my gold medal, Jerry Harry.
My gold medal is going to Jerry Harry as well. He was excellent in this movie as a villain, and he was a hero in Chernobyl, so he can do both. That's where Delicate Dance has come from, Mr. Jerry Harry. He is the originator of it. And he's just an enjoyable, one of those not grotesque looking, scary, mad Milkson, or whatever his name is from Bond. He doesn't have a milky eye. He doesn't bleed. He's just menacing. And they're the scariest.
Just menacing.
Mm-hmm.
My gold goes to Robert Downey Jr. This movie wouldn't be this movie without him playing Sherlock. I think it's fun. It's as Nate and I have discussed that he's not our favorite Sherlock, but he's a fun Sherlock. He's an American Sherlock.
Very.
I would say.
Very.
American Sherlock. And I was happy to read that the third one is still, it's going to happen. They're just figuring it out. Like it's being produced.
I'd watch 10 of these, even though like I said, it's a weak tea as far as Sherlock teas go. I'll drink this tea every day if they serve it.
And the plot is that they are coming to America. Like they're going to end up over here for some reason. So that could be fun.
Well, I give us all 10 out of 10s for our excellent medals. We're so good at giving medals. We each get a 10. Would you guys like to give this movie a rating?
Yes,
sure would.
I do.
The script for this movie, Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. It's based, there's like a couple parts of different Sherlock stories worked into this one. Like very famously, there was a Sherlock story where he goes over the side of the falls, and then everybody was so mad at Sir Arthur Conan Doyle that he was like, the next time he wrote something, he was like, just kidding, Sherlock's not dead. Everybody stop writing me letters, please. He's not dead. I'll keep doing this even though I hate it. I think the script of this movie is like perfectly fine, but like I said, too much pew pew, not enough clue. I would have liked a lot more thinking. I would have liked a lot more him noticing umbrellas and then putting the pieces together because of an umbrella handle or something. So I'm going to give it 7.5. It's fine. It's fine.
I agree completely. I'm going to give it an 8. I would have liked more Sherlock.
I found it too violent for a Sherlock movie, but I did like the other parts of it and the story, so I give it an 8.5.
The art direction, the sets, the props, the costumes, I'm sure it's like very anachronistic. Like I'm sure there's tons of stuff here that doesn't make sense for the time if someone was like a nerd like that. But as far as how everything looks, I think everyone looks great. The costumes are great. You can tell there's a lot of money in this movie. Mm-hmm. The scene I noticed it in was when Rachel McAdams goes to meet Jerry Harry at the restaurant and they clink on the glass and everyone stands up. Everyone is dressed impeccably. There's like 90 extras and they're all in like tops and tails and fancy mustaches and like someone like they spent so much money to make it look like that. So I'm going to give it a 10. I think it looks great.
Yeah.
I agree. 10.
Yeah, it looks great. All the outfits look good. Big hats, little glasses. The glasses when they're driving are excellent. Goggles. Yeah. Holmes has very small goggles. Watson has big goggles.
$125 million budget.
Yeah.
It's all there.
I give it a 10.
The music for this movie is Hans Zimmer, probably the most featured composer on the show, I would guess. He's done a lot of movies that we've done from
we're big
Days
Zim
of
heads.
Thunder to Dunkirk. Yeah, we're Zin fins. Zim heads. We're Zinkin. We're kin with Zin.
Yep.
And the music in this is like quite like noticeable and unique. Like it there is a theme. It's like this like jangly kind of that's the only way I could describe it is jingly jangly music. And Jerry Harry sings some opera. I'm going to go 9.5. It's not quite iconic, but it's great. I think the music is great.
I'm going to give it a 9 because I forgot about the opera and I love opera. So it gets a 9.
This movie, even though it was set in the 1800s, it felt kind of modern, and it would have been a nice little touch to put some modern music. Anything by Oasis or Blur would have done tremendously well. It was a big whiff, but I did enjoy it. And jangly music you're talking about is gypsy music. I did enjoy that. 9.
Yep. Also a little Mozart, a little Don Giovanni for us Amadeus heads.
There you go.
Don Giovanni.
We're all part of the Wolf Gang.
Oh, we are definitely all members of the Wolf Gang.
Yep.
This is a period mystery action film. It's got to be a period film. It's got to be mysterious, and it's got to have action. It has all of those things. I think period, it gets high marks. I think mystery, it gets slightly less high marks. And then action was the most boring part to me. It was boring when they were running around and pew, pew, pew. I'm going to give it a 8. It's fun, though. I like this movie.
I agree. That was what I was going to give it. Also, it's a comedy, but they didn't put it in that. So it's an 8.
Yeah, it's definitely period, definitely action. There's no mystery. We all know what's going on right away. It's up to Holmes to put the pieces together. And instead of putting the pieces together, all this guy did was put a bullet to a gun and shoot. Everyone was shooting too much. 8.
Yeah, and even in the end, like it is kind of funny that like Sherlock and this guy, they have this big battle and Sherlock wins, but he's still beaten enough by Jerry Harry that he's like, well, the only thing I can do, a genius, is just grab this guy and take us both off the side of a cliff. Kind of a little 70, like maybe the bad guy won. Maybe the bad guy.
For sure.
And then the theme for this month is villains. How villainous did you find this villain? I found him quite villainous, but he had a tough bracket against the 7 evil.
Yeah,
but
John Doe.
Starting a world war to make money is really evil. If any of my friends did that, I would stop being friends with them immediately. I would totally stop being friends with them immediately. I'm going to give it a 9.
Standards.
He's very villainous. He gets a 9.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, he certainly beat Sherlock Holmes, who is rarely ever beaten. And for that, I'm going to give him a 9.5.
Ooh.
I don't know if it helps or hurts a person with a British accent when it comes to being a villain. It does make their evil seem more sophisticated.
I think a British accent helps people in all ways. I don't think it ever hurts.
Okay. And
you kind of look like a villain in your camera right now.
Thank you.
Your hood. You look like Punisher or something.
Yeah, you look like that Kermit, the evil Kermit.
Yeah.
I would say he would get. I'm going to give him. He had henchmen, which John Doe didn't have. So I'm going to give him an 8.5.
Because you're more of a villain if you do it independently?
No, I was going to give him an 8, but he has henchmen, so it's 0.5. There's no one more evil than John Doe.
Yeah.
Well, this movie gets a 44.2 which I think is exactly right. Like, it's perfectly fine. It's a movie that I've probably watched 3 or 4 times, and it's just like we've used this phrase before on the show, but it's like it's a Sunday movie. You're on the couch, the shit's playing, and you're kind of in and out and happening. Perfect, just perfect kind of movie for that.
Interestingly, Gone Girl, who also has a great villain, got a 44.2. No, a 44.3. So who do you think is a better villain? Amy or Moriarty?
Would have been Amy if she didn't drop her money during mini golf and then get her money stolen. She would have been she would have been more villainous, but that was really Bush. Moriarty would never. Sherlock basically had to let himself get hung up on a meat hook in order to steal that book. Like, he had to do a lot to get that book.
That's a really good point.
And now I know, Brent, you sent out that tweet, but we're actually going to be moving into next month next week. So it's my month next week.
It is. This is exciting.
And it's time for me to pick a movie.
Pick a theme first.
I'm going to pick my theme first. Well, my theme is based on the vibes. There's been vibes in the air for the past few weeks with us. Brent's been talking about Secret of Secrets. He's been reading mysteries. This is a Game of Shadows, a classically secret place. And so I'm in the mood for secret worlds, for knowledge, for forbidden knowledge that I'm not allowed to have. And so this month, April is for secrets. April is for secrets, and I think you'll understand the theme perfectly when I tell you what my movie is going to be. It's a 1997 film starring William Smith and Thomas Lee Jones. We will be watching 1997's Men in Black.
Excellent.
Thomas Lee Jones.
Thomas Lee Jones. Can't wait. Tony Shalhoub's in this, I'm pretty sure. I think Vincent D'Onofrio's in this, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he plays all
Rip Torn, greatest named actor of all time, is in this film.
There's a pug that's an alien. This is going to be a great time.
This is going to be easy breezy.
30 years old.
Can you believe it?
Disgusting.
Can you believe it? I remember seeing this in theaters and how much I loved it. I remember seeing the trailers and get excited when the trailer was on TV, like, oh man, this movie's going to be good.
Damn. This is going to be a good month. I have so many ideas. All right. Cool.
And that means all that's left to do is say goodnight, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
Evening, Mum.
On July 2nd, we are the Men in Black. Tommy Lee Jones.
Do you have any idea how much that stings?
Will Smith.
There's only one way off of this planet, baby, and that's through me.
Men in Black, rated PG-13. Advanced showings Tuesday night, opens Wednesday everywhere.
I know people are clamoring to find out if I'm still taking my intellectual journey. I'm still being the smartest I've ever been. Let's just say Brent has been reading about Greek mythology for the last week.
Oh.
Kronos, big piece of shit. I didn't know Kronos was a big piece of shit.
Time guy. Big time guy.
Yeah. He ate all the babies.